Welcome back. AutoNation beating on the top and bottom lines as accelerated car purchases boosted sales. The shares are still down about 1% as investors question how long that will last as more tariffs loom. Phil LeBeau has more for us. Phil?
And Kelly, you talked about the uncertainty that is out there. We've heard this from every company in every industry, and that's reflected with the auto dealer stocks. Yesterday, you had Group 1 doing the same thing that AutoNation did today, beating on the top and the bottom line. So when you look at the first quarter results from AutoNation, keep in mind that it's a snapshot of what was. The question is, what will be? New retail sales were up 10.2% versus the first quarter of last year. And pre-tariff demand, it definitely impacted things late in the month of March. In terms of pricing and profit per vehicle, it's a little bit hard to glean much from the results because we knew that new vehicle prices would be under pressure for all of the dealers, and that's reflected in the average profit per vehicle at $2,804 being down compared to last year. But the used vehicle profit per vehicle, it was up 13%. As you take a look at new vehicle pricing, generally speaking, the average transaction price, it's somewhere in that $47,000, $48,000 range. We'll get an exact measurement of that when we get the April auto sales, which are going to be reported next week. As you take a look at the dealership stocks, keep in mind that the expectation is that April was a strong month because of that pre-tariff demand where people are saying, I want to buy when I have a little bit more certainty that the prices aren't going to go up. But let's keep in mind, Kelly, nobody's quite sure what's going to happen. And the expectation is that we won't see any increases in prices on the vehicles that are impacted by tariffs, at least until the second half of May. And a number of automakers have already said, hey, we're locking in our pricing through the end of May. So it may not be until June. And let's see if we still have tariffs in place at that point.
Right.